Hello friends, many of you would have already started getting notices for the differences between the input tax credit what you have claimed in GSTR 3B and what is appearing in GSTR 2A. These notices actually are pertaining to the period 17-18, 18-19, 19-20. So they give you a chart and say whatever was appearing in 2A and what you have taken in 3B, there is a mismatch, and they are telling us to explain. My simple question to you, is this notices valid? Can they compare GSTR 2A with the credits taken in GSTR 3B for the period 17-18, 18-19, 19-20, 20-21, and even to a certain extent 21-22? Now the first and foremost thing which we have to know is GSTR 2A is a GSTR 2A, I mean GSTR 2B also. So GSTR 2A 2B is the credit what the supplier gives to you and you take the credit. Nowhere in the act they mention anything regarding GSTR 2A and 2B. The comparison or the condition to take the credit based on GSTR 2A 2B was introduced only from 1st January 2022. Before that, there was no condition to take the credit based on the input tax credit lying in GSTR 2A 2B. Now, how, if the condition was not there, then how come government can ask whether we are taking the credit from GSTR 2A 2B? They inserted a rule 36(4) in CGST rules without the act mentioning anything about GSTR 2A. They bypassed the act and included this condition of claiming first 80%, then 90%, and then subsequently 100% of the credits lying in GSTR 2A. Now, is it first of all correct from government side to include some conditions which the act doesn't permit them, and they bring such conditions through a rule? My view is absolutely no. When the act lays down only 4 conditions for you to take the credit, section 16(2) of the CGST Act actually lays down only 4 conditions for you to take the credit. The first condition is you should be having the tax invoice and the debit note. The second condition is you should have received such goods or services. Third condition is the supplier should have paid the taxes. And the fourth condition is the recipient should have filed the returns. So these 4 conditions, if you satisfy, you are eligible to take the credit irrespective of whether such credit is appearing in your GSTR 2A 2B or not. From 1/1/2022, they have included the 5th condition to claim the credit, that is, such credit should be reflecting in your 2A. And this is not a retrospective amendment. This amendment is effective from 1/1/2022. So what this means is, before this, there should not be any condition to compare GSTR 2A with your GSTR 3B. If you have all these 4 conditions satisfied, you are eligible to take the input tax credit. So if you are receiving any notices for any discrepancy, my suggestion is write a letter to the officer, tell him there is no provision in the law till 31st December 2021 to restrict the input tax credit based on the non-availability of the credit in GSTR 2A 2B, and take a stand. And even if department comes and doesn't listen to you and gives an order to you, you can appeal against such order, and there is a good chance to win in the appeal. So don't worry about such notices. As long as you have a valid tax invoice, even if it doesn't come under 2A, take the credit, give a valid reply to the department, and ensure all the documents are in place. So don't worry about the notices. Notices will be coming, but yes, from 1/1/2022, this 5th condition of having your credit appearing in GSTR 2A is important and it has to be complied with. Before that, it is always a disputed matter. Thank you so much.